we're walking into this territory of making the characters a little bit less traditionally kind of military. Harry can hire an aerospace engineer. Harry can bring in an ex-convict into the fold.
When they gave me the pitch, he goes through walls. I mean, the guy is just like an explosion of yeah. That's the best way I can describe it.
I like to work on the operator like Oryx because we have the challenge of no gadget. And that, it was very interesting. During the brainstorming, first idea it was the dash. Because we would like a player to be able to move around fast, talk about dash, slide, something like that. And after that, we're thinking about the hatch climbing because these two abilities make him a pure roamer and we play totally with all the navigation we have. After that, we added the destruction. We said, yes, it's very cool.
Every character starts basically the same way. There is the verbal intention. Every word I'm being told acts like a fence. So they say, he's a guy from the old continent. Okay, so nothing from North America. I see at least 75% of the character with all those fences that fell into place. So I see the playground and what I can do with that. And that is, for me, the best feeling.
Narratively, it's really easy to get into that trap of ex-con, brutal guy, this juggernaut, this hulking type of character who's very dark. Brutality was something that we understood would be his function, but once we kind of said to ourselves, no, it's controlled brutality, that's the ability, it opened up all of these different avenues. Who taught him to control it? This is what brings him to Caid. This is what takes him to Morocco. And this is what ultimately impresses Harry.
Is Oryx the one having the biggest muscle on the Rainbow team? You know, what came to mind was Tachanka. But Tachanka is like an untapped demigod. So I don't know, man. If they were to go one-on-one, I think Oryx would win.
Something that always got everyone excited is just literally someone who's been to space and through the use of her gadgets has walked the surface of other moons.
On your side, we focus on the mind games. It's a long time we talk about an hologram, visually the same as the operator, and how we can have mind game with that, how we will play around that. And after that, we are not sure technically if we can. So it was the first answer we need to answer.
You know, the game is 60 FPS, so having a whole new character that could be playable, but at the same time, act as a gadget can mess that up. So we need to be careful when we do these types of things. The possibilities that we have now are bigger because we cleared a few of the tech challenges that we have right now in the game. So.
And on the narrative side, what we have to do is figure, okay, well, how do we ground all of this technology? How do we make it make sense? How do we write a bio that kind of gives her academically the know-how to implement this type of technology?
Bringing Replicator online.
You play it so long, it's like level design comfort food, where you're very secure in it, you understand everything, made it strats very repetitive. We wanted to work to like alleviate that, but keep the organ feeling. So some of those trapdoors have been moved a bit, so they're not as powerful, but they're still very useful, you know, especially for grenades, they still provide line of sight. We had our own ideas on what was wrong. We also got feedback from the whole community, of course. We engaged the pros a lot. A lot of the basement fights were known for those stairs. It's very hard to shoot around them. There's like metal beams in places and railings and like not that comfortable. So we've done a lot to clean that up. The cover's very clear and smooth. Yeah, the perception definitely feels that it's a lot easier and quicker. They kind of think there's a switch we throw, that thing's on or it's gone, and especially with a map, that is not the case. Art has to come by and dress up everything on that window and build the mesh for the wall and do all the detailing. Nothing's super quick.
Sorry, babe.
We kind of started with year 4, halfway through, how open-ended we leave things that could later on pay off or be attached to this character or that character. We're building this kind of web from scratch, and we're 4 years late to it. But now the task is to take a look at all these characters and build a universe with them.
The novelty of each character plus me going back to my roots, which is doing it by hand. Everything. The shape. So those two things mixed together, I mean, I could go for years in the future still coming up with characters.